I will be driving 5,525 miles from my school to the middle of the Mexican jungle. Now I know what you might be thinking, why the hell would I do that when a plane exists? Well, in July of 2023 I am participating in a conservation project in which I'll be travelling to Mexico with some of my classmates and neighbouring schools in the area to take part in research and vital checks on the biodiversity in the Mexican jungle and coast. We're going to get to help maintain these habitats that the wild animals live in, whilst at the same time recording crucial information that real scientists will be using in the future. We basically get to be scientists for 2 whole weeks. I'll explain more about the actual project itself shortly, but of course this means that each student has to pay to go on a trip, and that's where this comes into play. I'm not just driving this distance because it'd be fun, because I find that it's going to be a challenge, but entertaining, and most importantly, content. I'm planning to use this to fundraise along with other things that I'll be doing with my friends to be able to afford to go on this once in a lifetime opportunity. The total cost for one person is about £3,000, and that's a hell of a lot of money, so if you could share this video as much as possible, or maybe even donate £1 or so towards this cause, then I would massively appreciate it. Of course, if I'm driving, I need a car, and that will be revealed later on in the video, but I will be making this deal with everyone watching. I'll be adding every single person's name who donates onto the car. The more money someone donates, the bigger your name will be, as a way for me to say thank you to anyone who donates. As well as maybe company logos if anyone feels like a cheeky sponsorship could arise. Now what you're seeing at the moment is me planning out what is going to be the route to Mexico from my school. Obviously I've cut out where my school actually is because I don't think it's the best idea to have that in there. And I have a very nice racing simulator that's really just a wheel, pedals, gearbox and a frame with a chair all put together. My plan is to drive the distance it is to travel across the world from home to the place where we'll be staying next year. And if this gets the publicity that I can only dream of, then I'll extend the challenge and drive all the way back home too. I've estimated it to be about 5,525 miles in total for a one-way trip, which by my very simple calculations means that I'll be driving about 351 laps of the Nordschleife for 24-hour layout on Gran Turismo Sport, which is a 15.77 mile long track and will take about 8 to 10 minutes to complete a single lap in the car that I have chosen to do this challenge in, the BMW M6 GT3 Walkenhorst 2016 Group 3 model. That's a big name. This challenge will be difficult and I'm ready to take it on to the best of my ability and hopefully improve my lap times around this track whilst having fun and hopefully raising money for a good cause. Now this project is a 2-week long expedition in partnership with Operation Wallacea, where we get to observe and protect the natural habitats and biodiversity within Mexico. The first week that we are in Mexico for is spent in the jungle. And by that I literally mean like I'm a celeb but without the challenges and actual communication to the outside world other than a satellite phone. In this first week we get to go out and safely catch wildlife so that they can be observed and tagged by us and professional scientists also there with us. This means that we get to look at all sorts of wildlife and plants such as bats, birds, insects, snakes, lizards, spiders, monkeys and maybe even jaguars. Then we head off to the coast for the second week of the project to become qualified scuba divers and dive in the coral reefs to look at turtles and other aquatic wildlife that may be endangered, to help the scientists in keeping record of all the health information of these animals. And then we have a very short 15-hour journey back home to England. And that's a very simplified explanation to the once in a lifetime opportunity that we are involved in. Please share this video and a link in the description to donate to the cause, and there will also be a link to Operation Wallacea's info page delving into more detail on what actually is this conservation project. Thank you, and be sure to watch out for the next video coming out soon showing my progress towards this journey.